My name is Bunkhouse and I am frontman of OFL. Like I especially last year I was a big jazz head because I discovered artists like Tom Misch and such.
Right.
Like the modern kind of R&B jazz. And then also last summer I went to Green Man, and through that I found bands like Coco Roco. They're fucking great. The London jazz band, they're amazing. And a few other acts, but particularly Yusuf Days. He's the drummer for Tom Misch, but his trio is the Yusuf Days Trio, and they released a live album last year. No, 2 years ago? 2020 now, which is mental. It feels like it was last year. Which is called Welcome to the Hills, and that has a song, I believe it's called Purple Skies - Liberations, and that is my favourite song of all time, like any genre or anything.
Speakman. I'm one of the main sound techs at the Bunkhouse.
A lot of jazz coming your way through the Bunkhouse?
Not overly, not until you guys have started coming through. Yeah? Yeah, a lot more jazz stuff. Generally involved Dewi, like a lot of the time. Anytime I hear jazz stuff, it's generally Dewi.
Dewi the jazz man.
The jazz man.
I'll do it. Welcome, and then we'll have it cut to us walking.
I'm gonna do a time lapse of it while jazz plays.
Here we have Swansea Street on a Thursday night.
There he is.
We're actually coming towards the end of the set now. And what's your Rainyday and the Magical Radicals.
Nice.
So we're also full of cheese. I'd say
I studied jazz in college.
Right, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't remember any of it, but
right. Nice.
Well, I can't speak for these guys, but my favourite band is King Jazzy and Wazzles.
The best thing about Jazzy is the arpeggios.
Yeah.
Basic arpeggios are the way forward.
Absolutely. Are you feeling any like jazz influences sneak into music around sort of like local bands?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Even if it's just the little things like sort of like little licks on guitar. Well, even just now with the gig that I'm watching right now, the drummer you can see he's playing it with a classic grip.
Right.
And even then, when you know like the shuffle beats on the ride, so yeah, jazz is one of the main forms of music way before any of this new stuff came out. So it's a given really that all this new stuff's going to have some sort of influence. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think people are more open to the idea of more experimental chords and dissonance and that sort of thing.
Corey, do you like jazz?
It's jazz.
Who's jazz?
Who's jazz?
What's in
Jazz?
it? Jazz who?
Oh.
Yeah, I am. Let's get the money shot, yeah.
At the Bunkhouse.
That's true.
I think this is the first night that we've been to.
Yeah, this is the first jazz night we've been to. Even though studying about jazz and everything, doing music, we never really thought about going to a jazz night.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's so good. It's fun to do a lot.
Different things, yeah.
I just play one note at a time, so I just take it as it comes. But it is nice, like when you play Caravan tonight. That was class.
Yeah, that was a moment.
So moments like that.
Yeah.
Are what jazz is all about.
Yeah. It's alive. It's living and breathing. You know, spontaneous. You feel the groove. You start to feel it, and then you just let your fingers do what they want.
Yes, I like that.
So we had fun tonight.
I'm glad to hear that.
What I personally like the blacking, that there was a lot of people like our sort of age, because like what I've noticed with various jazz gigs I've done, and you've probably all noticed that as well, it's usually like old folkies basically about the nicest way. Because I think modern jazz is a bit of a blurred line, I think, because it's quite hard to say, yeah, this is jazz, this is not jazz.
Yeah.
Because they've all seen like a lot of hip hop is nowadays is very like jazz inspired, and there's all sorts of like labeled jazz artists on Spotify and stuff, and they sound nothing like Louis Armstrong, for example.
Yeah.
Or it's wide open, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what's so much fun about it. You can, I think if you're being creative and you're in the moment, you're having fun. For me, that's jazz. Like, it doesn't have to sound any particular little box. If it's creative and spontaneous, that's the spirit of jazz.
It is. It's an ethos. It's an ethos. What inspires you, man?
Jazz.
Do you think jazz is like a sound, or is jazz an ethos, or like a feeling?
Jazz is a way of life, man. No,
It's just a way of life, man.
Jazz
Just a way of
jazz. 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 You recording?